it's going to get better as far as weather today.
It will be better. We are going to get out of the 50s. We'll be in the 60s, which is closer to normal for this time of year. So I'm looking at that marine forecast, thinking about, is the beach going to be better? Not quite as cold. Well, sea surface temperatures well out in the Gulf of Mexico. They're still running at 73 degrees. That is not the case closer to the beach. It's likely still around 60, if not into the upper 50s. Wind is out of the north at 20 miles per hour, gusts 25 miles per hour at the buoy now. Winds will be lightning. We've got 9-second periods. There are 7-foot wave heights out at the buoy. Shallower or a little bit lower, closer to our coastline. Wave heights likely falling 2 to 4 feet, but the wind is light today. We've got a north wind 5 to 15 knots. Slight chop out there. Pressure is high. Packery Channel sea surface temperature, the shallow water. Yeah, it's still running at 54. That's why I think the beach is still probably around the upper 50s, if we're lucky, around 60. It's turning cold on Sunday, so be prepared for that. Cold stunned sea turtles likely going to be out there again, though they have not made their way out to the deeper water. Hopefully none of those sea turtles have come back into the Packery Channel that did go out deeper. But anyway, Bob Hall Pier, low tide is at 10:19 a.m. High tide will be at 6:49 p.m. A look at our temperature pulse. We have warmer temperatures again on Friday. Southerly winds also return on Friday. Then the cold air, it bottoms out. We're talking 50s on Sunday, 40s, possibly staying in the 30s on Tuesday. Winter gear needed as we head into next week. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a holiday for many, turning cold. The coldest day or the greatest risk for that freezing precipitation, though, may wind up being Tuesday. So our cold weather is next week, pretty much all next week. You've got to be prepared for that Arctic air. Check on your neighbors. People, the biggest thing that you need to protect, as well as pets and plants. Possibly pipes, but the trend is a little warmer today. And here's kind of my thinking as to why. We're going to have still some influence coming more out of the southern Pacific, not just that North Pacific Arctic air, right? That's closer to Alaska and areas across northern Canada. That's going to easily move into North Texas, but we're going to have a little bit of a warmer influence as well that will be fighting some of that colder air. Now, again, this is at the upper levels of the atmosphere, so all the cold air behind that cold front is going to sink. We are going to feel it down at the surface, so it is definitely going to turn cold, no doubt about that. How that impacts our precipitation, that's still a big question mark. So your weather impact is rain starts on Monday, freezing rain possible by Tuesday morning. Here's the breakdown now on Futurecast. You'll see the cold front approaching during the day on Friday, but we have southerly winds out ahead of that front. So that's why we're pretty warm. 70s back on the board on Friday, at least warm for January so far. Some sunshine tries to break through, but I think Friday is more cloudy than today. The cold front is trending a little earlier on Saturday, so temperatures will start to fall likely Saturday afternoon after lunchtime. Then we get a secondary surge kind of that colder air. It continues to be funneled down the plains as high pressure builds into Sunday morning and then into Monday. Here is our chance of rain. It's a coastal low coming up out of the south in the wake of that cold front. Where exactly it sets up, a big question mark. This particular model keeping it a little bit further away from our coast, which could allow us to have that freezing precipitation into Tuesday, but it may also keep too much of the rain to our south. So a lot of caveats to this forecast. There is a secondary cold front by the end of next week, but that's past our 7-day. Real quickly, here's a look at our temperatures for today. 60s are back on the board. Across the area, we'll get up to around 66 degrees in Corpus Christi, upper 60s areas further inland with a light northeast wind. So normal for this time of year is 68 degrees for a high. We'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then we're back well below normal into next week. Barbie.
Thank you, Carly.